Welcome to Fort Stockton, Texas. A quiet little town where everyone knows everyone else and nobody's too busy to stop and say howdy. Yeah, there aren't many people out in Fort Stockton. Plenty of wild game though. Mule deer, whitetail, javelina, aoudad, and even free-ranging elk. This little town is the perfect representation of the old Texas. Shoot, some people even say this is where barbecue was invented. Yeah, basically everything moves a little bit slower down in Fort Stockton. Unless, of course, your last name is Warren.
Well, howdy everybody. Welcome to the wide open spaces of West Texas, where today we're going after big elk. That's right. Most people don't think of Texas when you think of elk, but you're in for a surprise. So today's show starts out in West Texas. We're just south of a little town called Fort Stockton. We're going to be hunting with a buddy of mine that I've known for over 20 years. He's an outfitter. His name is Ken Burton.
Right up by the does. Just follow the does and you'll get him. Oh, good shot. Perfect.
Oh my goodness gracious. And I promise you one thing, you better have a good flat shooting rifle and better be prepared to walk your fanny off. Ken, thank you.
Congratulations. My name is Ken Burton with Burton Hunting Service. I'm out here in Fort Stockton, Texas. And my good buddy Keith Warren is back out here. And we're gonna do a little hunt, and this time it's gonna be a little different. We're hunting free-ranging Texas elk. Not only do we hunt free-range elk, we have mule deer, aoudad, and javelina. We've been hunting with Keith and his family for about 20 years now.
I just shot my first javelina with my bow, my first animal with my bow, and I'm so excited. I thought he was gonna attack me, but he didn't.
Both his daughter and his son has come out and hunted with us. Actually killed their first mule deer out here with us. Kill him. There you go.
This is my first mule deer hunt, and it's just been a great hunt, and it's just been great all around.
All right, the rifle I'm shooting is made by APF. If you haven't checked out their firearms, you need to. I think you'd be blown away. Of course, it's an MSR, and this is a standard APF 300 Win Mag. 300 Win Mag, so it's the perfect caliber for a big elk. You'll notice, of course, it has Timber Creek gear on it. Of course, my favorite safety in the world. As far as ammunition goes, what I'm doing, I'm going to be shooting the most lethal round I know of for a big bull elk, and it's called the Game Changer. It's made by Sierra. And let me tell you something, it really is a game changer, and you're gonna see on this hunt. The gun is sighted in 3 inches high at 100 yards. And we're gonna go ahead and send one and see what happens. What do you think about that? That's some pretty good shooting right there. We're good up to 600 yards. Let's get this hunt started. If you're going to hunt for anything that's got a nose, I encourage you to hunt with the wind in your face. Do everything you can to keep the animal from smelling you. But sometimes you can't control the wind, okay? The wind is all over the place. For that reason, we always use scent killer to minimize human odor. And that's especially important when it comes to hunting elk. I will tell you this though, as we spray this, watch this. Watch which way the wind is going, which is good now.
Most people think, you know, the rut, that's the time to come out. For me as the guide, that's the most stressful time. When that rut starts, it's anybody's game. You know, they take off and totally change their habits during the rut. It's very tough. Although it's very rewarding when you call a bull in and he bugles right in front of your face.
It's a quiet morning. I mean, the weather has really improved, and we're up in this high spot. And we haven't heard a peep, which is pretty normal, but the weather's perfect. What we're hoping for is to catch a glimpse of a nice bull heading back to bed. And if we can catch them, get in front of them and get set up, if the wind's right, maybe get a shot. That'd be so cool if we could get one coming out of the bottom up this way. I heard that. just sounded off down there. They're down there. You just can't see them. That brush is so thick.
I think what we should do before we ease down on him and commit, cut the distance, because this thing's huge body up.
In other words, not waiting for them to come to us.
Yes.
Let's go to them.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it. Set up down here. There's not a lot of coverage you can see. There's enough cover to where he can probably see us, but we can't see him. So we've gotten down as low as we're gonna get and just decided we're gonna stay put. Ken hit a call and he sounded off, but he's still probably 500 yards away. But at least he knows we're here. See what happens.
Johnny, be looking for horns. Just be looking for horns coming through the brush. That's all you're gonna see when they're that low.
God, he's right close to us, but we can't see him.
He's right there. Can you see him? Pretty much 12 o'clock from your angle to the mountain.
I got him. He's coming in straight at us. Come on, big boy. Let's just stay put and see what happens. This is what I helicopter. It's about 400 yards away. Where'd he go? That's amazing. They can just vanish. Come on, we know you're here. Oh, he's coming right in. Boy, he's in that thick brush, too.
I say we just work the heck out of him. And if Keith wants to shoot him, he can. He's got decent well tells, but I think he's just a 5x5. That's gonna be a nice bull when he gets older. But man, I want to kill a really good one. But it's up to y'all. Tell Keith to make the call.
Yeah, he's a 5x5. I'm not shooting him. Here he comes. Holy smokes, he's fixing to step around this bush right here. Oh, you gotta love that. Oh, you gotta love it. Here he comes. Come on in. Come on, big boy. Oh, that is so cool. Welcome to West Texas. My goodness. That's what I'm talking about.
That's pretty good stuff.
That's real good stuff. I think we need to get out of here. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's
Start moving around. They're starting to do it, man.
Yep. They're starting to get cranked up.
So it's a little over a year later and we're back. We realized that first trip it wasn't going to happen. It took me that long to be able to get back here. This time Ken goes, you're hitting it just right.
It's the following year, and Keith's back out here once again. And this year, of course, it's later in the season. Things have dried out a little bit, cooler weather, and these elk are a little bit easier to pattern. You know, I've been using Reconics for a long time now. Keith actually got me to using them many years ago. You know what I love about these things, and I can't believe I waited so long to get them. It's like Christmas.
Oh,
I
yeah.
put it on my computer.
You gotta love it.
And now they've got this new camera. Reconics has a cell link, and it will send that picture directly to your cell phone.
And that's one way that Ken has been able to keep us informed of what's coming in here. And so this particular area, we've got the camera set up here. It's got a solar panel on it and stuff. And so if you've got an area that's very remote and you're trying to monitor what's going on, Reconics now makes the camera and you'll love it. It's been 15 months since we were here. Okay, and I've been busy, Ken's been busy, and that was the 1st of September that we wound up. We were here, and Ken called in a really nice bull. He just wasn't old enough. But we decided to come back because conditions weren't right. That's one thing about Ken. I've been hunting with him long enough to know that if conditions aren't right, he's not going to waste your time. He's not going to waste his time. So right now, it's the 1st of December. Okay, we've got time. The conditions are right. It is dry as it can be, and the wind is not right for this one spot. But how big's the ranch, Ken?
14,000 acres.
Well, we got a reconnaissance on the spot. We know the wind is right, and the elk are there, so that's where we're going tonight. So early this morning, we watched an elk go to bed, and he's somewhere in this draw because he did not come out the backside. So Ken has walked down here in this draw. He's going to start making some noise, and if that bull is out here, hopefully he'll jump up and come out here and give us a shot. So we're going to sit here and wait.
You see him? He's a shooter bull.
I see him.
I'm on him, Keith.
Okay. That's a nice mature bull too.
Meow. Meow.
There's no way he's going to stop.
Meow.
Can't.
Meow.
He's not going to stop.
Meow.
There's no way. No way he's going to stop. I didn't think he'd stop. We thought he was in there, but I didn't want to take that shot. Never seen an elk stop yet like that, but worth a try. If he'd have stopped, he'd been dead. There's a lot of different ways to hunt elk on this piece of property. And what I mean by that, yeah, spotting, stalking, and calling is all very effective. But if you don't want to be on foot, say you're not physically fit to be able to go up and down hills and be on foot, you can sit in some blinds. So the strategy this time is to jump up in the tower stand and see if we can catch a bull on his way to either food or water. We're going to set up in what we call a shooting house or a blind, overlooking a lot of country, and keep our fingers crossed. It's a different way to do it, but it is effective. You would think that if a bull stands up, you'd be able to see him down there. You may, if he's in the right spot, but some of that brush is so thick that unless he's stepping up, and you won't see him. There we go, there's a deer stand right there in the road. I bet he's coming to water. That's what we're hoping a big bull does. It'll be his last drink. He's acting like he sees something. Keep your eyes peeled. This is the time of night they start rolling in, hopefully. Got 50 minutes till dark. Oh, there they are. You see him? Yeah. 450. He just needs to get a bit closer. Yeah, there's 3 bulls coming in. Which one though, Ken?
That one in the middle looks like it's the biggest one.
They're all about the same size. Let me see what kind of hold I can get on them. How far?
325.
Okay. Moving left. If he stops, I'm gonna take a shot at him.
There's some brush for me, but is he clear for you?
Yep. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go, guys. Okay, got him. All right. That hit him hard right there. I see him standing there, and he's sick as all get out, but I can't take that shot. There's too much brush. Why'd he just lay down? Oh, my gosh. The wind absolutely was a blessing tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. We reviewed the video to check the shot, and he went down. We just didn't like the way he went down. And with that being said, that brush is so thick that if we go down there and he is not dead, we could push him and never recover that bull. So it's going to get cold tonight. We're going to go back to the house. We're going to give him all night long, be here first thing in the morning, and attempt to recovery then. This morning we came back, it's nice and cool, and we're gonna be whispering. The reason why we're whispering, tell them why we're whispering, Ken.
Well, out here, obviously in West Texas, we don't have a lot of timber. So it's very important to keep stuff as a whisper because our voices carry.
And he's got other hunters coming in, so we gotta get this guy taken care of, but we wanted to show him to you. I guess he went about 10 yards from the place I shot.
Yep.
I mean, the shot, it's a high lung shot. You can see it right here. And it's a nice bull. I mean, how old would you think he is?
Probably 4.5, 5.5.
Yeah, I mean, and there's tons of elk out here. This is all free range. You're moved in, and in Texas, there is no season for elk. That's right, no elk season. So you can hunt them. Call Ken Burton. You can hunt them. I mean, this guy's like a brother to me. So give him a telephone number to call.
325-347-2815.
And it is the first part of December. If you take a look at this guy's antlers, I mean, he's busted up. You know, he's busted up pretty good. A lot of bulls we saw were busted up, but we saw a lot of bulls. That's the whole point. It's really enjoyable. And I don't know about you, but if you've ever eaten elk meat, you know it's wonderful. Ken, thank you.
Yes, sir. Congratulations.
I appreciate you.
Yes,
I appreciate y'all. If you're watching online, you got any questions or comments, you know what to do. Go ahead and post them below. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. My name is Keith Warren, and we'll see you next time. All right, so y'all may be wondering, what else does Ken do? Because he can't hunt elk year-round or deer year-round. He wishes he could.
Yep.
But what else does he do? Well, he sells ranch real estate is what he does, and he specializes in it. And he gets it done whether it's on the ranch real estate side or on the hunting side. And so when you're looking for a good piece of ranch real estate, you need to have a good guide, and that's you. Tell everybody why you're a good guide. I know why you are, but I want you to tell them why you are.
Well, you know, just like hunting, you get that same rush of finding somebody a good ranch to purchase. You know, these tracts of land vary. Everybody's got a different price range and what they want to start their ranch, the acreage wise, and we look majority for hunting property, but it's not always. Some people just want recreational. We handle a lot of the central Texas, all the way out far west Texas and into North Texas. You know, pretty much be able to cover every part of Texas. There's a variety of ranches listed out there. We just use our expertise to make sure it's in a good area that's going to work out well for them for the long term.
One of the things that you help people out with that I think is very beneficial is advising them on wildlife.
With the experience that we have, that kind of comes naturally for us. We'll just advise them, of course, before they start buying the equipment, the blinds and whatnot, then obviously the feed that they're going to feed the animals, giving them our suggestions to meet your needs. Everybody's got different goals.
I know a lot of people from out of state are moving to Texas, and they may be watching this show right now thinking, man, I'd love to have a place in Texas. I do not know who to call. Call Ken, and I'll tell you the reason why is because Ken is a good guy. He's knowledgeable. And so if you're out there in California or, you know, New York or someplace that you're looking to come to the promised land, as I call it, if you want to come to Texas and interested in purchasing a ranch, give Ken Burton a call.